Hello and welcome to FinextraTV. I'm Alex Lippic. You join us here in Dublin at the Temenos Community Forum 2024, and I'm delighted and kindly being joined by Kanika Hope from Temenos. Thank you so much for joining us, Kanika.
Thank you, Alex.
So Kanika, we're going to talk about open banking today. It's clearly big in retail. How does it apply to business and corporate banking, and what do you think are the key differences between the two?
Open banking has certainly been adopted in retail banking, and it has huge potential in corporate and business banking as well.
Sure.
The sharing of data between banks and third parties through open APIs versus host-to-host connections can yield compelling use cases in corporate banking as well. Like retail consumers, corporates and corporate treasurers are also looking for simple, holistic experiences embedded into their business processes and value chains. But unlike retail, corporate banking is complex. The products, processes, and transactions are highly complex, and the levels of digitization, automation, and personalization are low. Corporate bankers grapple with multiple portals, manual processes, and expect much more from their banks. And corporate bankers themselves realize this. So in our Temenos value benchmark of 150 banks, while 73% rate open banking as important compared to retail, where it's 77%, 92% of corporate bankers say that they want to provide their corporates with contextual user experiences and personalized products based on advanced analytics. Now, in this age of AI, we all know that data is king.
Yeah.
And open banking allows banks access to financial and non-financial data from outside the bank to augment their value propositions.
Sure.
And really tailor them for corporates. Now, there's one more point which is different from retail. In corporate, there is less competition and disintermediation from the fintechs. And that's because of the complexity of corporate banking and because these fintechs lack the balance sheets to be able to provide that service. So banks are in pole position to up their game in corporate. And open banking is a key technology lever to help them to do so.
So the small to medium enterprise segment has been typically underserved by banks. How do you think open banking can help with this?
So the SME sector has traditionally been underserved by banks, and it has fallen in the cracks between retail and corporate because banks considered them less profitable and less attractive. However, that is changing. Open banking is allowing these SMEs access to products that are corporate products previously only available to larger resourced organizations. And we are seeing this in the fintech activity focused on SME. So the UK challenger bank Revolut is offering 500,000 SMEs worldwide a multi-currency account, embedded accounting, and various products that are tailored for SMEs. The accounting engine QuickBooks embeds products for SMEs in its basic platform. Yeah. And you also have the likes of Amazon and Shopify who embed business banking products into their client engagement experience in partnership with licensed banks. What open banking offers banks is the opportunity to gain real-time access to the digital footprints of their SME clients and to really tailor their propositions to microsegments like sole traders or freelancers, for instance. And banks are already starting to do so. So you have Barclays, which has a smart banking dashboard for SMEs. You have NatWest, which is providing carbon footprint calculators for SMEs. You have Canadian Western Bank, which is using the Temenos Smart Banking Advisor, which advises businesses on business performance and uses AI tools that use open banking data from accounting engines like Xero and QuickBooks to provide really valuable insights.
Sure.
Yeah. So this is already happening, and in terms of the tangible benefits, the UK, which is one of the most advanced markets for open banking, the Open Banking Implementation Authority in the UK is reporting that the 11% of SMEs, of the 5.5 million SMEs in the UK who have adopted open banking, have gained a lot of benefit. More than 80% report improved efficiency and more than 70% report improved decision making. So within the next 5 years, we expect open banking to transform the SME sector and for SMEs to have services like tax, payroll, expenses bolted onto business products, business banking products, all from a single super app.
Sure. You've touched on the sort of impact on SMEs. What about larger corporates
Sure.
and open banking for them?
So for large corporates, what banks can do is they can provide a 360-degree view to the corporate treasurer of accounts and balances. For instance, accounts payables, accounts receivables, cash flows, working capital, all from a single autonomous financial management application that has bolted onto it additional value-added services like invoice financing and dynamic discounting, again, tax, payroll, expenses, and even inventory and logistics management. And what banks can also do is for large corporates operating in multiple geographies, they can provide premium APIs that they can charge for, which are more secure, which are designed for high volume, and which have data enriched in them. So for instance, it could be remittance data that will speed up the processing of invoices and really improve reconciliation.
And how can modern platforms help in open banking, do you think, Kanika?
So core banking platforms can help in open banking obviously through providing open APIs. And we, for instance, our platform for open banking has APIs that are available for all the jurisdictions that we have our clients operating in. So all the 150 countries that we operate in, we would provide APIs for those regulatory regimes. What is very important is to be able to adapt those APIs to changing regulatory and business requirements. What you also need is advanced API documentation and ease of use so that you are continually being able to adapt to the open banking regimes all over the world. And you obviously need the resilience and the performance and all the other technical attributes to be able to do so.
Really interesting insight. Thank you so much for giving up your time to speak to us. We really do appreciate it, Kanika. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex.